You can't hurt me, I have a sledgehammer. Hi-yah! Hello, friends. Hello, friends. My name is DuckyAssassin, and I am not dead. Visage Chapter 2 is out, and I've been playing it, and it is great. I did record some Let's Plays of Chapter 2, but I figured I'd do something a little different. So we're gonna do a complete walkthrough of Chapter 2. Spoiler alert. Alrighty, we went ahead and started a new game so we could have a fresh start. I did skip the original, or the first cutscene there. And we've already heard this phone call, so I'm gonna skip it.
Hello, Dwayne. It's Rose, your neighbor. I know it's late, and I know that I tend to be a little anxious about small things. I apologize for that, but I'm getting a bit worried. I haven't seen you out of the house in about 3 weeks.
Actually, I'm not skipping it because it's kind of important and I want to tie something together at the end. So
everything's fine. All right. Bye-bye.
I mean, we've heard it before, but just to jog your memory. All right, so let's get through some of the initial stuff like this. We already know about sanity. If you stay in the dark, you'll become insane and then you'll die. All right, so to start the new chapter, you're going to want to come here to this key. Shush.
Today the weather is going to be
this key starts the new chapter. Decide to begin a new chapter. You would not be able to begin a different chapter until you've completed this one. So just to let you know, that key starts Dolores' chapter, chapter 2. It's not really chapter 2. I think these are all kind of independent of each other, but it's Dolores' chapter. The other chapter is started by, it's Lucy's chapter, and it's the paper right here. Anyways, we have this key that has a mirror on it. So the first thing you want to do is go, let's go get a lighter and some supplies, so that way we can actually see what we're doing. All right, I got a lighter, some pills, and a candle, so I think we're all set. So this is the door with a mirror on it. You will use this key. Very simple. Go on in here, and at first glance, it doesn't look like there's anything in here. It took me forever walking around the house to figure this out. But there is a mirror right here. I know, very spooky mirror, doesn't really do anything. But turn around, turn back, the mirror is gone. Wow, how scary, sentient mirrors running around the house. If you exit this door will be open now. And oh my goodness, the mirror is right there. But before you grab the mirror, there's a lighter. Grab this key, because you'll need it. I assume you'll need it in all the chapters. You needed it in Lucy's chapter, so cool. And we'll take that. All right, now look at the mirror again, and oh my God, it's not there. But the mirror is upstairs, so we'll take that. So let's head on upstairs. Alright, upstairs. Up the stairs, take a left, and it's over here in the dark. So let's see. The mirror seems to show a room in the house. Well, no. Well, if you have run through the house before, you realize that you've actually never seen that. So, here's what we're gonna do. Someone's in the attic. So you can kind of follow these footsteps a little bit. And what they will lead to is the bedroom over here. So if you go to the bedroom, you'll notice that there's this like crumbling part up there. Go ahead and interact with that. Something is moving in the attic. Now as you come out, go down the stairs. There's a spooky man. We'll want to follow him, but actually first there's something we need to grab. This will save you a couple of minutes later on. So if you go into this study, on the left side of this drawer, top drawer, there's an electrical key. You'll need that. So go ahead and grab it. Alright. Now we can follow the spooky man. Follow him again. And again. And he's leading us to the progress room. Ah, right on cue. Yeah. Every time you finish a chapter, your items will show up here. That's what this is. Anywho's, go over here. There is a hook stabbed in this guy's eye. I still don't know. I mean, I assume the guy that we followed is this guy in the picture. I don't really know why he stabbed his own eye, but you know, ghosts. You never know what they're up to these days. Alright. But now we have a far-reaching hook. So let's head on back to the attic door. Alright, up the stairs and to the left again. Here is the attic. So the handle is out of reach, but not for us because we have a far-reaching hook. So go ahead and use that. Not sure why the door makes crying sounds, but, oh, no! Oh, you son of a bitch. I didn't know I could close that. This is the first time I've ever done that. Well, let's open it again. We need to go in the attic, not open the door and then close it. So open the door. And now we can go up there. Okay, there we go. You can poke around here if you want. I've never found anything extra up here. But if you go towards the back here, this is the image that we saw in the mirror just a few moments ago. So we'll interact with this chair, but first, to the left, notice that there is a sun and tea box, and it is locked. You'll have to come up here later on to get that. Right now, if you interact with the chair, we stopped it. And there's a door. Boop. Alrighty. Now we're in some weird parallel universe, different dimension of the bedroom. And we're locked in. So obviously there's some stuff going on in here that we need to address. So we'll just do a quick sweep of the room so we can kind of see what's in here and kind of give you an idea of what's going to be coming up. So this is the base of a baby monitor. This actual baby monitor has nothing to do with anything. However, baby monitors in general will come into play later on. There's a spooky single slipper right here. We'll deal with that in a second. Pieces seem to be missing from the mobile, whatever. You know what it is, the hangy thing that babies like. But notice there are 5 hooks on this thing, and that's going to correspond to 5 puzzles we're going to have to solve to get 5 toys to hang on here. But we'll get to that when we get to that. We have a bed, not neatly made. But look! It looks like something is missing. Yes, this slipper is missing its mate. It's all the way over there. We'll do that here in a second. This mirror literally serves no purpose. This music box you'll open up at the very end. You'll notice that there's a bunch of writing on the wall and writing on this paper. It's kind of a little hard to discern these numbers, but it's 50373. This has to do with Dolores. She's schizophrenic. That you'll find all that out later on. But these papers have nothing to do with anything. The numbers will come into play later on, but don't worry about that right now. This tape player, key item, yeah, whatever. There's just key items that you can find, and you can store them. So as you play around, you'll find these tapes. Schizophrenia disorder. You can play these tapes in this tape recorder. I'm not going to do that right now because, I mean, that's part of the story. I mean, I got to leave something for you guys to do on your own. So you can play that and find out why Dolores does what Dolores does. All right, doing another, continuing the sweep of the house. You notice all these pictures, but one of them looks out of place, and it's this one right here. So interact with it, look through the peepee hole, and there are paintings on the wall. That's going to be important later on. Just remember that they are there. And if you want to, there's another one over here. It just gives you a different view of the same thing, but you'll want to remember the order of these pictures because it's going to be important later on. All right, that's everything in this room. I think I haven't found anything else. So we'll pick up the slipper and we will return it to the pack. So many things happening here. And that's it. We've solved the puzzle in this room for now. But now the door is open. Yeah. That always grosses me out. You know, at first I thought it was guts, but I think it's an umbilical cord. Which, that's disgusting, but... this lady cannot hurt you right now, so just charge her, call her bluff, and you'll just kind of hallucinate here in the dark for a second. And we're right back into the regular dimension house. But if you go into the bedroom, you'll see that it's still the old version of the bedroom. So you can come back here as you solve the puzzles and kind of interact with this baby thing. And you can also check this out if you need to see the order of those paintings again, which we will. Alright. Notice that there is a blood on the top of the stairs. And there's a path. So follow the blood path. And this is going to lead to the progress room again. A nice... I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? With more sausage-like appendages on the ground. So... progress room is not the progress room anymore, but let's go into this spooky hole. Yeah. Gross. I do have to say, this chapter is a lot grosser than the previous chapter. But anyways, once you get to the bottom here, just go straight. There's a spooky man. Don't worry, spooky man won't hurt you. He can't hurt you, although he disappeared. To the right, you can crouch under that hole. And I mean, you can't get lost here. You just kind of keep going straight. Now we're in the room of mirrors. I don't know if there's a more efficient way to do this, but what I have been doing, or what I've done, is I just kind of go in a circle here and look at the mirrors, and eventually you'll see something pop up here. Like, right there. I could barely see her. But that is Dolores. There's no mistaking it. So if we keep going... sometimes it's kind of hard to see her in the mirror. And I don't know if it's... I haven't actually paid attention. I don't know if it's random or if it's always in the same mirror. There she is. Oh! Okay, well, she's floating. Okay, there... that was the third image that we were supposed to see. There's a second one. I guess I just didn't see it. Like I said, sometimes it's kind of hard to see, especially if you're kind of going fast around the mirrors. Yeah, that's morbid. So let's keep going around. Ah, yes. Hello, Dolores. How are you today? So, that's Dolores. She's gonna get you. But turn around, and then turn back, she's gone. And then you can... right! Yeah. It gets me every time, my god. Basically, turn around, turn back, interact with the mirror, and she'll scare the shit out of you. And then you can jump into the hole. Now here's where things get a little weird.
Bring me my child.
That's another puzzle we'll have to solve. Unfortunately, we have to bring this creepy lady a child. I'm not really sure why any child would want to go to a creepy lady in the middle of the wall, but to each his own, I suppose. So, pay attention to this mirror in the wall. I guess it's kind of a hint, although I'm dumb, so I didn't really get this hint for a while. It took me a while to figure it out. But anyways, there's a mirror, and you can walk through it. That's going to be a central theme. That's going to be a central theme for the rest of this game. So I forgot what to do. Let's go this way. Stuff should happen. Oh, okay. Now I remember. So you'll start to notice all these mirrors on the side of the wall. Just kind of pay attention. Also, this door is open. We'll go in there in a second. But right now, the garage is calling us. So if you go down here, there's I can't see. There's another mirror here, so there you go. Come on, I can't see that. I mean, I already know what it says, but... Looking for the garage key, it's probably in your jeans pocket in the laundry room as always. Thank me later, honey. XX. But no O's. Not sure how complete that love letter is, but the laundry room is over here. The door that was just opened. So we'll go here. First door to the left. So you can prod around here all you want, but the jeans are in the dryer. And we'll do this long drawn out process of getting our jeans out of the dryer and getting the keys to the garage. Alright, we found the garage key. Whoop-de-doo for us. Let's go back to the garage. Alright, unlock the garage and go on in. And probably get to turn on the light. And somebody has jacked up your car. Let's examine the damage. So, first things first, you turn off the annoying alarm. I have to admit, if this happened to my car and I didn't have the keys, I would not know how to do this. I'd have to call someone and my alarm would be going off for hours. Anyways, somebody has put a sledgehammer in your car. And I don't really know how they did this, but you can grab the sledgehammer. They would have had to get in your car and, like, stab the windshield from inside. Otherwise, your windshield would have completely shattered. Come on, Sledgehammer. Why does it take so long? You may be thinking to yourself, wow, I can use that sledgehammer as a weapon. Well, you're not going to, so sorry about that. So you'll want to take the sledgehammer with you, but one thing to note, and this is actually kind of annoying, I don't really like the way this works out. You can only, you can hold the sledgehammer in one hand, but you can only use it with two hands. So that means you have to have one hand, okay. So I'm going to store my lighter, and I'm going to drop my pills. So as far as inventory goes, you can have a full inventory in your inventory, but your hands have to be free. So it kind of decreases the items you can get by one. But anyways, we don't really need the garage right now, but the mirror has been shattered. Again, another hint for how the rest of this is going to go. So pay attention to where we're going to go. spooky. I mentioned before that Dolores has schizophrenia, and I assume that that's why everything is so trippy in this house now, because we are living through Dolores' eyes. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But one thing is for sure, you're gonna see some weird stuff in this chapter. So where did this lead us? But to the basement. This is the basement, and there's another mirror there. So that led us to the basement. Okay, you can't go back in there. But let me show you a couple of things right here. Let's turn on some light. So there's a mirror right there, and there's a door. Okay, anyways. Mirrors. You have a sledgehammer. There are a bunch of mirrors. Take your sledgehammer, and what's up? That's how this is gonna go. You break all the mirrors, go inside, and there's stuff to do in them. This particular door does not open until way later, so don't even worry about this door right now. But we'll worry about this door. It's locked. You need the electric room key, which we grabbed because we had... well, because we're cheating, because we're watching this video. But anyways, what's in here, there's usually a bunch of supplies in here. So yeah, there's a couple lighters, or a lighter and stuff. Anyways, the big thing in here is the breaker room. As you're playing, the lights will kind of go off at random times, and you'll have to go here and trip the breaker again, or reset the breaker. So, so just remember this door. You'll probably have to come back and forth a couple times. One thing, though, is that when you turn the breaker on, all the lights are going to be off, so you'll have to, like, flip the switch on and off. Or off and then on. You know what I mean. So, anyways. We don't... Oh, yeah, and there's always some supplies on this table, too, if you run out of lighters and stuff. So... things of importance in this little area. There's a mirror here that we'll go through later on. Here's the storage room. You'll have to drop your sledgehammer a couple of times to get the key items that you'll have to have. You know, you can't store the sledgehammer in your inventory, but you'll have to have two hands for some of the key items later on. So you can drop your sledgehammer and it'll come back here, so no worries. It's all okay. There's nothing back here. So that's that. So there's a bunch of important stuff in here, but right now what we need to be concerned with is in this door here, just right around the corner, there's a hole where the toilet used to be. So, whoop-de-doo, let's jump into the toilet hole and see where it leads.
Bring me my child.
Alright, we are back in the upper floors of the house. So, there you go. The mirror by the basement takes you to the... I'm sorry. The mirror by the garage takes you to the basement, and then the toilet hole takes you back to the main house. You can't hurt me. I have a sledgehammer. Hi-yah! She can actually hurt you, so be wary of that crazy lady. I don't really know why they cordoned off the basement. And the only way to get to it and back is through those mirrors. I don't really know why they did that. Maybe there's a reason, but it adds a lot of back and forth to the game. So... there we go. We have the sledgehammer, which is our main kind of tool we're going to need for the rest of this game. The rest of this chapter. So, now that we have the sledgehammer, let's get to solving some puzzles. Hey friends, thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe if you liked it enough. If you want to see the next video in this Visage walkthrough, click right here. Or if you want a random video that YouTube thinks that you want to see, right here.